Welcome to our weekly Community of Practice Sunday check-in session. My name is Katya, and I'm a member of Communities of Practice team. I hope everyone has had a good week, and I welcome you to our half hour of Dharma, reflection, and community connection. It is customary for us in Australia to begin all our meetings by acknowledging the traditional owners of our land. I would like to start today by acknowledging the Venerable people as the traditional owners of the land on which Nam Tien Institute resides. I also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you all are. And I pay my respects to the elders, past, present, and emerging. The check-in sessions have developed by our Communities of Practice team and community. In 2018 and 2019, a number of community days and then we ran a number of community days and then began these weekly check-in sessions in October 2020. And the purpose of these events were, as outlined above, guided by humanistic Buddhism to develop and cultivate our practice and our friendships. And now more than ever, the practice has become vital. And the purpose of today is exactly that. I would now like to introduce Venerable Dr. Juewei, who is the founder of the Communities of Practice and the director of the Humanistic Buddhism Center at NTI, to guide this session.
Thank you, Katya, for volunteering your skills and time to this community. We are very privileged to have found a way to spend some meaningful time together each week. Let's begin with our usual check-in of body and mind. So let's sit upright and gently close our eyes. Relax our forehead, eyes, facial muscles, neck muscles, shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, hands, and fingers. Relax. Relax our back muscles, thigh muscles, calf muscles, relax our feet and our toes. Feel our entire body relaxing. Then gently bring your attention to the tip of your nose. Let us now watch every in-breath and out-breath without control and without judgment for the next 1 minute. And when you're ready, you may return to the moment and gently open your eyes. I'm grateful to you for suggesting and voting for the topics that we discussed this month. Today, you have chosen the topic of forgiveness. Let me share a few thoughts. I began by looking at the root of the word forgive, which is the Latin perdonare, which means to give completely without reservation, or to give up the desire or power to punish. This reassuring start gives me the confidence that Buddhists may have something to contribute to this discussion on forgiveness. We humans are social beings, which means we interact with one another. When we encounter the other, there are chances that we will inadvertently or otherwise hurt the other in body, speech, and thoughts. How can we forgive ourselves and others in the midst of the memory of such acts? It is undeniably difficult, and that is why it takes practice. The Buddha taught us that the wise ones repent their errors and pardon those who confessed. This is big enough practice. To be mindful of our actions, speech, and thoughts, and to be brave enough to say sorry to whoever we hurt, as well as to truly give the ultimate gift of forgiveness to those who confess their wrongs to us. Perhaps in our breakout groups later, we can discuss how difficult that may be. But what if the perpetrators do not regret their acts of violence? Here is what right view may help. If we do not forgive, the person who definitely will be hurt is ourselves. Here's a story to ponder. Two monks met each other some years after being released from prison, where they had been tortured by their captors. The first monk asked the second, "Have you forgiven them?" "I will never forgive them, never," replied the second. "Well, I guess they still have you in prison, don't they?" the first says. It is now time to gently close our eyes and let this noble concept of forgiveness sink in. What do you wish to forgive? What do you wish others to forgive of you? For me, I ask for your forgiveness if I have misinterpreted the Dharma or hurt your feelings in any way over the past few months. Coming up soon are very tender and difficult moments. May I please ask that during the breakout groups, everyone listens respectfully to one another and hold what's shared in absolute confidence. Also, to avoid any words that will cause further hurt to ourselves and others. We operate under different circumstances and hence will have different views. We share the vulnerability that is common to all humanity. Yes, we've got one who just come in. Yes, Lai Qian. Forgiving by having loving kindness. Yes, that's so important, having metta. Priscilla says a genuine apology is so important, with words as well as actions. And perhaps first start with the thought. Loving kindness meditation is a specific practice for forgiveness. Thanks, Chris. Peter says that forgiveness also can help to heal through forgetting. Sun Hao says it's a gradual journey. We may not accept now, but things will be better. Yes, having hope for the future. Lai Ping tells us it's not an easy journey, we all know. To get to a place where you forgive ourselves and other people. But it's such a powerful place. Yes, indeed it is. Tina says that forgiveness is a kind of non-self. Yes, a practice of non-self. Yes, it's about putting down the ego. It's about trying to understand the other person with compassion. Yes. So please keep your wisdom rolling into the chat sessions. I now hand the session back to Katya.
We hope that the check-in was helpful to you and that you experienced the love and kindness of this community as it is offered here today. And for anyone who might be experiencing a greater need than what today could meet, or if you have any feedback or comments, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us at the email above. And this is just a reminder that registrations are now open for the event, which is called Disruptive Technology. It sounds very interesting and exciting. It is to be held on Sunday, 18th of April at 11 a.m. usual time, and it will be a different link to the one that we use weekly for the Sunday check-in sessions. So if you would like to come to this event, please go to communities.nantien.edu.au. And as we check out this month, we'd like to ask you all to reflect for a moment and send thoughts to the loved ones, to our friends and strangers who may need some care and some healing. May they feel the warmth, strength, and love of this community as we recite the dedication of merits together.
Let us now dedicate the goodness of what you have done to all living beings. May kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity pervade all worlds. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May Chan, Pure Land, and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our gratitude and humility give rise to great vows.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And for those who have time, we will be having our usual post-check-in discussions now. So do stay around if you have time. Otherwise, we will be back next week at 11 a.m. And Venerable Juewei's final topic of the month will be discussing how to overcome obstacles on the path. We look forward to seeing you all again then.